Hello, dear students. Welcome to today's special episode on the Constitution of India. Students, this day is celebrated every year on November 26th, a day that marks an important moment in India's history. It's the day when the Indian Constitution was officially adopted in the year 1949. In the year 1949. Yes. And though it came into effect a little later on January 26th, 1950, yes, effect जो था वो late. हम कहते हैं ना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन केम इनटू बीइंग व्हाई वी सेलिब्रेट 26 January as Republic Day, because on that day a constitution came into being, right? It came into effect. पर हमने अडॉप्ट ऑफिशियली अडॉप्ट कब किया था? ऑन 26 November 1949. And its adoption on November 26th hold immense significance in shaping our nation. And today we'll take a journey through time, explore the creation of this incredible document, and reflect on its impact on each of us. राइट? तो आज हम बात करेंगे हमारे संविधान, हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के रिगार्डिंग, राइट? तो सबसे पहले जब हम बात करते हैं इंडियाज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, हम बात कर रहे हैं हमारे संविधान की, राइट? सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे? से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे और संविधान दिवस इज सेलिब्रेटेड ऑन, like I have mentioned earlier, 26th November every year, right? And what happened? What really happened? See, on this day in the year 1949, yes, 1949 में क्या हुआ था? Uh, in this day, 1949, members of the Constituent Assembly put their signatures on a document that would define the laws, rights and duties of every citizen in India. तो क्या हुआ था उस दिन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली में? कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली जो हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मेकिंग असेंबली थी, उस टाइम पर सभी ने जो भी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को बना रहे थे, उन्होंने अपने फाइनल सिग्नेचर उस पे किए थे, उस डॉक्यूमेंट पे किया था. किस डॉक्यूमेंट पे? that would define the laws, rights and duties of every citizens in India. Basically हमारे constitution पर, right? And when we talk about constitution, it is unique not just because it's longest written constitution in the world. Remember students, our constitution, Indian constitution is longest written constitution in the world, but it lays out the framework for a sovereign, democratic and republic. Sovereign, democratic and republic. अब इसका मतलब क्या होता है, राइट? तो अब इसके बारे में समझते हैं. सी, सॉवरेन का मतलब क्या है? मीन्स दैट इंडिया इज independent. Democratic means that we have the power to choose our own leaders. And republic means that head of the state. Head of the state. Who is the head of the state? Yes. This is your homework. You have to find out who is called head of the state. Right? So, head of the state is elected, not a monarch. राजा नहीं होंगे, elected होंगे. Right? The head of the state is elected. All right. But why is this so special? इतना special क्यों है? See, this day, it's a day to reflect on the values that make India what it is today. जो आज है इंडिया, अभी प्रेजेंट टाइम पे है, उसके वैल्यूज, उस पे सोच विचार करने की जरूरत है. कौन से वैल्यूज? जस्टिस, लिबर्टी, इक्वालिटी एंड फ्रेटर्निटी. Now these principles guide every law, every decision and every action that happens within our country. जो भी डिसीजन लिया जाता है इन्हीं वैल्यूज को ध्यान में रख के लिया जाता है, राइट? सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट हिस्ट्री। अब हिस्ट्री के बारे में बात करते हैं कि आखिरकार हुआ क्या था जब हम कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना रहे थे, उस टाइम पर क्या हुआ था और उससे पहले क्या चल रहा था इंडिया में। स्टूडेंट्स, before 1947, India, we know that India was the India was under British rule for almost 200 years, right? India किसके अंडर था, किस पार के अंडर था? ब्रिटिश के पार के अंडर था, right? And during this period many leaders fought for India's independence and they faced countless struggles, but they also realized that gaining freedom wasn't enough. India needed a strong, just, and fair system of governance. सिर्फ इंडिपेंडेंस गेन करना तक सफिशिएंट नहीं होगा, एक ऐसा स्ट्रॉन्ग सिस्टम की भी ज़रूरत है जो एव सभी सिटीजन के राइट्स को प्रोटेक्ट करे, फ्रॉम रिच टू द पुअर, फ्रॉम द सिटी टू द विलेज. So, a system that could protect the rights of every citizen. Think of it like this: if you build a house, it needs a strong foundation and a solid blueprint to ensure it stands tall, right? So, similarly, after India gained independence in 1947, there was an urgent need for a framework. Students, I'm emphasizing on the word framework that could guide the country's future, ensuring that there is fairness, equality, and freedom for all its citizens. And this was the moment when the Constituent Assembly was formed with the task to draft a constitution for a new India. The journey to drafting the constitution was not an easy one, and it took almost 3 years to complete. तो क्या डिसाइड हुआ कि एक ऐसा फ्रेमवर्क, एक ऐसा ढांचा चाहिए जो भारत के सभी भारतीयों के लिए फेयरनेस, इक्वालिटी और फ्रीडम प्रोवाइड करे. और इसी टाइम पर कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली बनी. कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली का क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव था? कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ड्राफ्ट करना, नए भारत के लिए एक नया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ड्राफ्ट करना. और ये जो जर्नी थी ये इजी नहीं थी, पूरे 3 years लग गए इस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को ड्राफ्ट करते करते. 3 years इज अ लॉन्ग पीरियड. Now, students, let's meet one of the most important people in this story. Yes, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a name that you may have heard before. Dr. Ambedkar is often called the chief architect. Yes, chief architect of the Constitution. He is called, yes, chief architect. Right? Why? Why he's called chief architect? Because he was the chairman of the drafting committee. Chairman of what? Drafting committee. Drafting committee, the group of experts responsible for writing the constitution. Right? And when we talk about background of Dr. Ambedkar, he was born into a Dalit family, which was at the time considered the lowest caste in society. And he faced many discrimination and hardships, but he rose above it all, becoming one of the uh, India's most brilliant minds and a fierce advocate for social justice and equality. He understood that India's constitution had to be inclusive and fair to all, especially to the marginalized and oppressed oppressed sections of the society. So he visioned a country, he wanted a country where every individual would have equal rights, where caste, religion, and gender would no longer be barriers to justice. So he visioned all of this. And Dr. Ambedkar believed that constitution should guarantee the fundamental rights of every citizen, such as the right to equality. है ना? He believed कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को फंडामेंटल राइट्स गारंटी करने चाहिए सभी के लिए, सभी, एवरी सिटीजन. कौन से फंडामेंटल राइट्स? जैसे राइट टू इक्वालिटी, freedom of speech. Yes, freedom of speech. And he worked tirelessly to ensure that these rights were clearly stated in the constitution. And his contribution remains the foundation of India's democratic framework. उनका जो रोल है, उनका जो योगदान है, वो एक तरीके से इंडिया के पूरे डेमोक्रेटिक फ्रेमवर्क का बुनियाद है, एक फाउंडेशन है, राइट? तो उनका रोल तो कभी भुलाया नहीं जा सकता। एंड उन्होंने बहुत ज़्यादा इस पे वर्क भी किया था, right? So let's dive a bit deeper into the Constituent Assembly and its members who played a key role in shaping the Constitution. Students, imagine a group of 299 people. Yes, group of 299 people from different, and they all are from different parts of India. They represents various communities, religions, and political ideologies. See, they all came together and set aside their differences and worked towards a common goal. Kya tha common goal? Building a free and just nation. And some of the prominent leaders in India's history were part of this assembly. ये जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं, उसी के मेंबर्स ये हम बात कर रहे हैं. There were total 299 members and they all came from different parts of India. They represented various communities, religious and political ideologies. पर उन्होंने सारे अपने डिफरेंसेस साइड में रखे और डिसाइड किया कि वी हैव टू वर्क टुवर्ड्स अ कॉमन गोल, building a free and just nation. And some of the prominent leaders in India's history were part of this assembly. There was Jawaharlal Nehru, the first prime minister of India, who basically visioned India as a modern and progressive nation. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who united the princely states to the Indian Union. इंडिया पहले, आप जब इंडिया आज़ाद हुआ था तो ऐसे नहीं था कि ऑलरेडी स्टेट्स बने हुए थे. देयर वर मेनी प्रिंसली स्टेट्स, है ना, राजा रजवाड़े ये सारे रूल कर रहे थे, राइट? सो प्रिंसली स्टेट्स. तो सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल ने ही टैक्टफुली united all these princely states into the Indian Union, one single India. इंडिया ऐसे ही थोड़ी ना बन गया, इतने सारे प्रिंसली स्टेट्स थे, बहुत मेहनत लगी, बहुत सेक्रीफाइस लगा है. And we need to cherish all these hardships, all these ideals of freedom fighters and these visionary leaders. Right? And also we have Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. He was a visionary thinker who promoted education for all. And all these leaders, along with many others, brought their unique perspectives to the table. The debates were long and intense, but at the end of the day, they came together to create a single document that would ensure the rights and freedoms of every single Indian citizen. Right? तो ये हुआ था जब कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली बनाया जा रहा, कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हमारा ड्राफ्ट किया जा रहा था, राइट? तो ये 299 लीडर्स ने तो अपने साथ मिलकर सारे जो डिफरेंसेस थे उनको साइड रखा और they worked together to create a system that would ensure everyone in India was treated fairly, right? So ये सारे लीडर्स तो थे ही. अब अगर हम बात करते हैं कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कब अडॉप्ट हुआ था, सी आफ्टर ऑलमोस्ट 3 years of hard work, on 26 November 1949 the Constituent Assembly officially adopted the Indian Constitution. The members of law, they signed the document. क्या हुआ था, जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली के मेंबर्स थे, they signed this document and it became law of the land. Yes, law of the land. ऐसे ही थोड़ी ना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बन गया था, they signed it. and it became law of the land. But the constitution didn't come into force immediately. एकदम से उसका effect नहीं हुआ था. It would take another 2 months, and on January 26th, 1950, January 26th, 1950, India officially became a republic with the constitution coming into full effect. That's why we celebrate Republic Day every year on January 26th. All right, students. Now, let's look at some of the key features of the Indian Constitution. अब हम कुछ बात करते हैं कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के क्या कुछ की फीचर्स हैं. राइट. तो पहला जो की फीचर है जिसके जिसके बारे में हम बात करते हैं, सबसे पहले तो प्रियम्बल के बारे में बात करते हैं. यस, प्रियम्बल. प्रियम्बल इज लाइक द introduction. It's the introduction. Yes, preamble is like an introduction which begins the word with words we the people of India. कैसे शुरुआत होती है इसकी? We the people of India, है ना. अब this tells us that the power to govern India comes from its people. So the constitution isn't just for the leader, it's for everyone. Next, the constitution gives us fundamental rights. You know? And these are like guarantees that protect our freedom. These include the right to equality, freedom of speech, and freedom of religion. It also protects people from discrimination based on their caste, religion, or gender. And one of the most important ideas in the constitution is secularism. Yes, secularism. Which means that India has no official religion and everyone is free to practice their own faith. Right? Now, the question is, why do we celebrate Constitution Day? हमें क्या जरूरत है Constitution Day celebrate करने की? बन तो गया है. See, it's a day to remember the great work done by the Constituent Assembly in creating a democratic, inclusive, and just nation. It reminds us that the Constitution is not just a book of laws, but a guide to how we should live together as a community, respecting each other's rights. And we celebrate this day to remember the values of justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity that the Constitution gives us. It's students, it's also a time for us to reflect on how we can make sure that these values continues to guide us in everyday lives. Right? Now, as we end today's episode, uh, let's reflect on a couple of inspiring quotes by leaders who shaped the constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said, "We are Indians first and lastly." This reminds us that no matter where we come from or what religion we follow, we are all united as Indians. Another great leader, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, said, "The spirit of the constitution is to provide equality of status and opportunity to every citizen." These words reminds us that constitution aims to give every Indian a chance to succeed and live with dignity. Right? So students, that's the story of Constitution Day, a day to remember the creation of Indian Constitution. All right? So let's celebrate the spirit of the Constitution and work towards making India a more just, equal, and united nation. Thank you for listening and happy Constitution Day to all.